Hey guys, it's Kelly Ann and welcome to a Flossy Friday. Today is July 10th, 2020. It is really early in the morning. It's 6:30 a.m. I've had horrible insomnia lately, so haven't been able to go to sleep until late. Haven't been sleeping the best, but it's been fine. It's been doable. I've had insomnia pretty much majority of my life, so it's just old hat at this point. But I was enjoying those nice nights of sleep whenever I was working from home, which, speaking of, will happen next week. I know a couple of you have been asking me what it's like to be working from home already, and I haven't been. Because whenever they first told us 2 weeks ago, we had originally heard July 15th, then we had heard August, then we heard September, then August. But it is official. It's going to happen this upcoming Wednesday. So July 15th will be my last day permanently in the office. And then we're going to come in every other week. Sometimes more often. It just depends as projects pick up. Plus, we're going to be doing some vertical teams for projects and stuff. So I may have a date whenever I come in with my training team, and then I may have a date that I come in with my vertical team. I think I might have talked about that last week, but I can't remember. Potter is doing fine. Normally, whenever I get home every day, he greets me at the door. But the last few days, because the temperatures have been the high of 99s, low 100s, I have come home to him sleeping in the sink because that's the best way for him to keep very cool. So right now he's actually laying not next to me, but pretty close. Oops, I haven't turned off alarms. Not right next to me, but pretty close, but he's just enjoying the really cold tile. I hope that all of you have had a fabulous week and are going to have a great weekend and week coming up. Get it together. Okay. I worked on 2 things this week, and I have a little bit to show you, as far as like some final haul from last month, and a gift. And then we're going to talk about this upcoming week's plans. So let's talk about Giant Harry Potter, shall we? So the top half of the pattern, because I did decide to go from the bottom up, because on bigger pieces, that's kind of what I like to do usually. Now, my next start, that's not what I'm currently doing, because, well, okay, anyways. I think I talked about it last week. This one, because it's 3 feet long, it's really big. You get a bunch of fabric bunched up at the top, and for me, that's just really hard for me to work on something. But this is the top half. I have not worked on anything on the top half of it at all. There's a lot of wrinkles because, again, it's been rolled up in the top. But that is where the bottom is. So everything that I've done this week was crumb, floor, the cup. I was about to say Edward Cullen. Anyways, Rob Pat's character. I was saying his name all last night on video chat, and now I can't remember it to save my life. The mermaid, and I finished up the maze. I finished up the words, so I finished up from swear that I am up to no. So a big portion of that. Finished the footprints on this side, Fred, the map, George, and 3 of the footprints over here. And this is not charted, but on Fred and George, I did embroider just their little initials because I thought it would be cute, because their mom was always making them in sweaters. I was going to say embroidered sweaters. I'm not sure. She thought I was making them sweaters with their letters on them, so I thought it would be kind of funny. But so that's how much I've done. So that's about where I am. That's not about where I am. That is where I am. So I'm about to move it up, and the next section is all of the professors and Hagrid's dragon. So this is going to be like my next focus. So there are officially 10 pages left out of 28. Do I think that I'm going to get this done this month? No, but this is still going to be my absolute focus because I want to get as much progress on this done as possible. So that way, you know, I get it out a lot sooner than later and get this finished because it is my oldest whip. So that is the giant Harry Potter by Clouds Factory and where I'm at, and where the hoop will be moving later today to work on. Actually, possibly to work on today. Today may not get work on Harry Potter, and we'll talk about that in a second. But this is stitched on 18 count Aida that I over dyed. So I flash dyed it the purple, and then I threw bleach on it, and that's what created the white and pink specks. And then I flash dyed it again and re-bleached it. So it's been dipped and dyed twice. I love the way it came out, and I love how it's looking on that. Okay, so this is one of my gifted bags from Cassie. And her bags are known as the Pineapple House. So, anyways, so I guess I'll just show the gifted ones right now because I'm going to talk about it. So, at the beginning of quarantine, Cassie was making masks for people, like her family and a few friends and for her work, and then she made some to donate as well. And so she needed more plain white fabric, and where she's at, she couldn't get any, and where I'm at the time, I could. Well, still I could, but so I ran into my local quilt shop because they were still open at the time this happened. I can't even remember now how long ago that was, quite honestly. It could have been May, could have been, I don't remember when. Truly, I don't. But anyways, our state was never on as much of a lockdown as hers. That's just the fact. So I took her to my local quilt shop digitally, obviously, in my phone, and because she also was like, well, while we're there, just show me some of the stuff that your shop has to offer, because different shop owners pick the different like fabric designers and all that kind of stuff based on their clientele. And so I sent her photos of literally the entire shop. So we kind of did a really fun digital shop, and there was a few fabrics that we both really, really, really loved. And so we each got fat quarters of certain fabrics, and she said, pop them in my box of my fabric to be mailed to me by our shop owner. And so she made me some, so we have some matching project bags. So this is one of them, and both of us have the new LDS Pandemic in it, LDS Long Dog Sampler. Then our little oranges bag. Isn't that delicious? So it really is. So I'm gonna put my frosted pumpkins in this one because that's what's in Cassie's orange bag, is all of her frosted pumpkins. And I think I have started, I have two. I have the Chinese, I'm not moving fruits into here. That would be way too, maybe I should just put fruits. I was going to put Zodiac and the Halloween one, the Jack's Candy one. Maybe I'll just put fruits in here. Cassie, do you approve of just putting fruits? Fruits in the orange bag. Anyways, so one, if not multiple frosted pumpkins are going to go in here. And then there was this really cute fairy fabric, which I'm not always the biggest on fairies, but like I just couldn't turn this down. There's like a little, neither of us could. So there's like little hiding bunnies, little hiding fox, hedgehog, the little bird, and then there's multiple little fairies flying around. It's so stinking cute. Michelle would love the little acorns because she's a sucker for acorns and squirrels. There's no squirrels on it. And then I can't open this bag up because honestly, this card wasn't meant to make me cry, but it totally made me cry the other day. And I'm tearing up right now. Anyways, these are her super cute cards. They have little pineapples on them. I'm trying really hard not to get like mushy gushy because that's just what I do. Because everything makes me a sentimental sap, especially nowadays. But anyway, so that's the inside. It's so cute. I absolutely love them. So the fabrics and stuff were bought eons ago. But right before she sent them, she went to her LNS, which, it's really hard for me to get to mine right now. Like it's almost a 2-hour drive. And, anyways, whatever. So she was running up to hers, and I haven't been able to get my Kreinik, through an online shop, that I need for my Chinese Zodiac. So she was able to get me my Kreinik so I can finish my Chinese Zodiac. So, and she popped that in one of the bags for me. So, anyways, so that's my little gifted haul that I knew was coming, but it was still really excited to finally get them, because it just is. Okay. So the one that's in this one is Pandemic. Oh, and I will say not all of these bags are going to get a new start in them because your girl cannot be 100% crazy. I made the comment about wanting to, and I don't know if I'm going to. It's just, that's a lot. I think I'm going to transfer some that are going to take a while, so that way they have a more permanent, nice home than, a Ziploc bag. So we'll just see. But this is my start on Pandemic. So I'm stitching it with this over-dyed floss that I dyed myself in tie-dye. So I just take blue, yellow, and pink dye, and I dye the thread those 3 colors, but overlap them so that way you get blue, pink, green, orange, purple, and yellow. So basically the rainbow. So it's looking really, really, really cool. Stop. You don't need to mess with that bag on the floor. So I'm gonna do, and this is like the thread. I'll show you the skein because it's really cool looking on this skein. Come here, buddy. You can hop up. So I made 15 skeins of the rainbow just to make sure that I would 100% have enough. And I'm sure I'll end up having extra, and I'll gift some if I have like full skeins left. I don't know how much I'm gonna have extra because I'm kind of winging where the rainbow thread is gonna be. But for the most part, it's going to be in most of these like really intricate like breaks in the coordinates of the patterns. So like in these really intricate like border breaks, like all the zigzags and stuff. That's where the rainbow floss is going to be, and fully around the outside. And I decided just to give pops of color amongst all of the 310, because yes, again, I did choose 310. I'm going to do all of the little animals in the rainbow. So I think it'll be really cool. So that's where I'm at. I've only worked on this since Tuesday. So far I've only put in 3 hours towards this. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at lunch, because again, it is Friday morning at 6:40 in the morning. So 3 hours on my lunch break have gone into this so far, and I'm absolutely loving it. And I am doing it 1 strand of floss on 18 count, and it's giving pretty good coverage. I actually really like it. 2 strands would have been really bulky, I think. Even though that's normally how I stitch, even on 18 count Aida for like other things, I'm kind of liking the 1 strand look on the 18 count, so maybe I'm converting. The Harry Potter one, maybe the last one that I do 2/1 on 18. Actually, no, but any current whips, they may be the last ones. Actually, that's also a lie. There's a series, so I was thinking about this actually last night. There's a series by the Frosted Pumpkin, and I have summer done. Oh, let me put this back in there. I have summer done, and I need to do fall, autumn, and spring. And it's the summer is like the beach day. The spring is the greenhouse. The winter is that carriage ride. And the autumn is they're picking little apple trees. I have the stuff to do the other 3 seasons, but I haven't started them. So I do need to do those. But so those would be 2/1 as well on 18 count, because that's how the original one that I did was. So I like things to match because I'm that girl. So those are the 2 things that I worked on this week. Now plans, and then I'll show my small haul, and then that'll be it for this week. My plans are to continue working on Harry Potter, and I am gonna still work on Pandemic on my lunch break up until Tuesday. So it'll get 3 more hours of work this next week, today, Monday, and Tuesday, because Wednesday, the 4th clue for Chinese Zodiac comes out. It's going to be the next fan and lanterns and flowers. I'm going to go ahead and get that stitched. So that's going to go ahead and get done next Wednesday. So I'm gonna take that, because the pattern should be out before I leave for work, so I'll be able to open it and print it to take with me. So that's what I'm gonna work on that day at lunch and whenever I get home until it's done. But I've been able to get their clues done after the first one within a day, like a day and maybe like an hour or something. So so that's what's going to happen. And then today, and I'm hoping that it comes through before I leave for work so I can print it. And if it does, actually, I'm going to stitch on this on my lunch break instead of Pandemic. But is the Lindy Stitches Sal. The 3rd part comes out today. And I really wanted this to be an alligator, but I have a feeling that these are the eye pupils. And if they are, they're kind of like wonky the way they're done, and it kind of makes me think that this might be a snail. So like a giant shell, and then like his little like sluggy tail, and then like the long neck coming up with the antenna with the wonky eyeballs. I don't know. There's still so many guesses as to what possible animal this is. A lot of really good guesses. I've seen narwhal, I've seen the alligator, I've seen snail, I've seen horse, I've seen unicorn. So we will see, but I'm hoping that that email comes through before I leave for work, so that way I can actually stitch on that instead of Pandemic, even though I do really want this guy today. But I also, the Lindy Stitches piece, Stephanie's piece, is so small and so sweet and stitching up really fast, so it would be really fun to get that finished. It would just be really fun. Okay, so this is my little bit of haul. And again, these came from Cassie, the Pineapple House. She posted these on her Instagram, and people snatched them up. And so, anyways, I've never had clear cover bags. So, super awesome, super thick. And there is the logo right there inside. And then this one is super funky, kind of like 70s-esque fabric, with a blend of like a modern twist, retro color palette. I really, really, really love it. So had to get that one. And then absolutely loved this one because it had the full death certificate on it, and a lizard and the skulls and the bat. Some of my favorite Halloween things. Look at that kind of clownish skeleton. Getting that blood. Anyways. So yeah, so this one's just plain black on the inside, which is going to be really hard to keep plain black because, hi. Let me see if I can get him to say hello. Can you say hello? Oop. Say hi. Are you ready for me to be at home all the time? He goes, maybe. Ow. He wasn't expecting me to do that. I think he just got me. Yep. Okay. So that's kind of the plans for this upcoming week is Harry Potter, some more work on Pandemic, finishing up the Lindy Stitches out, and getting Zodiac caught up. Because I've really enjoyed keeping that caught up. So yeah, and Wednesday we come home with all of our work stuff, and we start working from home Thursday. So exciting. That's about it though. Yeah, short and sweet, to the point. I hope, like I said, I hope that y'all had a fantastic week last week and have a good weekend coming up and a great stitching week upcoming. And I'll see y'all next Friday. So stay sane, safe, and stitching, you guys. I love y'all, and let's chat down below. I'll see y'all next time. Bye, guys.